Guys, Partey is injured. Kamaldeen Sulemana is also injured. We are going to talk about these two players and the injuries they picked up quite recently and why we need to be very careful heading into the World Cup. Speaking about the World Cup, I have an update concerning Ghana's schedule for the group games they are going to play. The dates and also the venues for each of the group games Ghana is going to play. We're also going to talk about Antoine Semenyo's performance against Chelsea amongst many others. So please make sure to like, subscribe and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. Thank you for watching this particular video. So please make sure to subscribe quickly. Let's jump into it and begin with Partey. Today, Villarreal played against Getafe in the Spanish La Liga. I went through the match day squad and I did not see Partey, so I got worried. I decided to go and check the players who were not involved and just take a look at the reasons. And I noticed it was written there, injured. So I did further checks to see what kind of injury was that. When I checked, the injury was not disclosed, but he picked up that injury during training. Because of that, today he did not feature for Villarreal. They won that game against Getafe by 2-0. And we know we are in the World Cup season. Most of our players, especially the key ones, need to be very, very careful. So I hope Partey's injury is a minor one, not something that will let him sit at home for a very long period. But then, guys, the latest update is that Partey did not feature for Villarreal today against Getafe because of an injury. There is a World Cup coming. We need to keep these players in our prayers. It's very, very important, because if we don't, and our key players get injured, it is over for us. And if you take a look at the national team, the Black Stars, Partey is more or less like the glue that holds the team. If he has his day and plays very well, trust me, the Black Stars, we are good to go. So guys, Partey is injured, and that is the latest update. Next update has to do with Kamaldeen Sulemana. He also picked up an injury some few days ago playing for Atalanta in the Coppa Italia against Genoa. Now he played only 20 minutes in that game and then was substituted out. Now after medical checks, it was found out that he picked up a muscle strain in the right adductor, but then it would be checked further to see the extent of the injury. So Kamaldeen Sulemana picked up a muscle strain in the right adductor. So guys, this is the latest update that has to do with Kamaldeen Sulemana, a player who was now trying to find his footing at Atalanta, because right now Ademola Lookman starts ahead of Kamaldeen Sulemana, so he plays more in the cup games. But then him starting the cup game and getting injured is a very bad one. And once again, it's a World Cup period. He's a senior player, and I'm sure if he's fit, he makes the squad. But for him to be able to make the squad, he has to be fit, he has to be playing regularly, and he has to pick up form very, very quickly, getting to the World Cup. But then guys, these are two key players of the national team who are injured. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about the World Cup, Ghana's World Cup. Ghana has been placed in Group L with England, Croatia, and also Panama. Yesterday, the draw was done. Today, FIFA has released Ghana's schedule for the World Cup, especially the group games, date and also venue. The first game is Ghana versus Panama on Wednesday, June 17th, 2026. It will be played in Toronto. So the Ghanaian community in Toronto, pull up in your numbers. I know there is a huge Ghanaian community in Toronto, so please pull up in your numbers. The second game is England versus Ghana. It will be played on Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. It will be played in Boston. I know my cousin stays in Boston. Shout outs to City, shout outs to Josiah. He stays in Boston, so I know he will definitely go to the stadium to watch this game. England versus Ghana. Josiah, you have to go watch this game. It's very, very important. And also, other Ghanaians currently in Boston and also its surrounding, you have to be in the stadium to support Ghana at all costs. The last game, the last group game is Ghana versus Croatia. It will be played on Saturday, June 27th. It will be played in Philadelphia. So guys, these are the schedules for the group games Ghana is going to play in the World Cup. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. I think it's fair fairly, good for Ghana, because each of the places we are playing in, we have strong Ghanaian communities there. Toronto, Boston, Philadelphia, we have strong Ghanaian communities there. So they need to pull up in their numbers. And trust me, this is World Cup period. People are definitely going to troop into the stadium. And Nigeria is not going, so definitely Nigerians will be in the stadium to support Ghana. So guys, let me know what you think about the schedule down below in the comments. It is possible. Yes, hashtag it is possible. Ghana will top the group. Say amen. It is possible. Don't worry. Don't worry at all. England, they have nothing against Ghana. On a good day, we will beat all of them. That is the honest truth. So guys, let's move away from the World Cup and talk about Antoine Semenyo. I don't know if today there is something against Ghanaian players scoring. I talked about Kudus and the goal he scored that was ruled offside. Same for Semenyo. Today, he featured for Bournemouth against Chelsea. In the first 5 minutes, he scored a goal. It was ruled out for an offside. And I'm like, why? What is worrying? What is happening? What is the problem? You understand? Kudu scores a goal offside. Semenyo scores a goal offside. Dang. Why? But then today, Semenyo was a menace against Chelsea. Semenyo played so well against Chelsea. And I'm sure Chelsea will look at Semenyo another time, like 2 times, because what he did today, A1 performance, proper performance, the way he was playing today, Malo Gusto could not stop that boy. Look, Semenyo wanted to finish Malo Gusto today, I'm telling you. Semenyo is on another planet. This is what I said about Kudus. I'm going to say the same thing about Semenyo. The way they are performing for their club side, England should rethink the whole thing about calling Ghana underdogs in the group. Because in that pot 4, no one wanted to face Ghana because they know Ghana is very strong. In fact, the strongest in that pot 4 as at that time. And you see that thing, Semenyo putting up like some serious performance. And today I'm going to rate him 8/10. Kudus doing also another one on another level with Tottenham. And these 2 boys have opened a lot of people's eyes to the national team. So you go on social media now and those from UK and everything will be like, it is difficult. It's not going to be easy like that. They even know it's not going to be easy for England. That group is not going to be easy for anyone. You understand? But I mean, Ghana, we fancy our chances looking at the way the players are performing. If they can put these same performances in the national team, we are good to go. I.e. Semenyo, Inaki Williams, we have not fully seen the best of them in the national team yet. So we need to have a plan. We need to have a style of play that will bring out the best out of Semenyo, that will bring out the best out of Inaki Williams, because these players are talented. They are feared when they play against other clubs. So why can't they be feared when they are in the national team, the Black Stars? You understand? And we have good players to show for it. So for me, it is good. It is cycle. Semenyo performed extremely well, and I'm happy for him. Now, this is the last update that has to do with the national team, the Black Stars. This is coming from the spokesperson of the Ghana Football Association, Henry Asatichu. He states that Ghana will be playing some high-profile friendlies before the World Cup begins. And he stated that when Ghana played in the Kirin Cup against Japan, against South Korea, they had contact from other European countries. In fact, the top ones who wanted to play friendly matches against Ghana. So definitely, Ghana is going to play a high-profile friendly before the World Cup. We did it in 2022. I believe it's going to be done again. So guys, this is confirmed. This is coming from someone who works closely with the association. And he says that Ghana is definitely going to play a high-profile friendly game against an European country, which is very, very important in that context. So guys, let me know what you think about today's update down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. I'm going to make sure to bring you more updates live here. My name is Adam. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.